Hello everyone and welcome to another craft activity with Stoke-on-Trent Libraries. Now today our craft activity is going to be based on the story that we've been reading today, and that is this story. The story that we've been reading is The Station Mouse, and The Station Mouse is written and illustrated by Meg McLaren, and it's published by the lovely people at Andersen Press. Now, in this story, there is a mouse called Maurice. Here he is. Isn't he a lovely little fellow? Now, Maurice works in a train station and he helps to get people their lost property back. So we thought that we would make a craft today that will help you to prevent losing your page when you're reading a book. So you might notice there's something extra sticking out of the side of our book over here. So let's have a look. Here we go. We've made a little bookmark in the corner. Can you see? Here we go. We've made a little mouse bookmark so that we can always find our page, that hopefully we don't need to have Maurice's help to find the page that we were last reading in our storybooks. Now, this is a lovely little activity. It's nice and straightforward, but you can make it as complex as you like. So if you've got older children, they might like to do some extra decoration and perhaps add some extra whiskers to our little mouse. So what you'll need is a square piece of paper or card. So it can be any colour. It can be just a plain white sheet of card and you could colour it in, or you could give it some little patterns and decorations if you wanted to. You're going to need some felt tip pens. You'll need some glue and you're going to need a pair of scissors. You're also going to need a couple of other little pieces of card, perhaps in different colours, or just white card that you can colour in different colours, but I'll show you what shapes you're going to need from that card in a little while. Okay, so we're going to start to make our mouse bookmark. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take your card, pop it like that, pop it into a diamond shape in front of you, and what you're going to do is you're going to fold this bottom piece. Can you see this bottom point here? You're going to fold that bottom point to meet this top point up here. So here we go. Oh, there we go. And what we've done is we've folded that into a lovely big triangle shape. Okay. So the next thing that you're going to need to do is to take this corner just down here and we're going to fold it up to meet this top point of our triangle. Okay, so here we go. We're going to fold that up just there until it meets at the very top. And what we're going to do, we're going to press down on this crease here and give it a really good sharp fold on there. Okay, so you can see now we've got one side folded up to meet that top point. And we're going to repeat that with this corner down here. So we're going to fold this corner to meet this top point as well. So we're going to fold that up just to meet that top point. It doesn't need to be super neat. There we go. And give that, oh, squeak, give that a really good press down like that. So now you've folded that into a nice diamond shape. So the next thing we'll do is we're actually going to unfold those pieces. So there we go. But what you can see is you can see where we've creased that card, and that's going to act as some guidelines for us. So what you need to do is to take that top point. Now you'll see there's two layers here. So we're just going to take the very top layer. So leave that bottom one just down there. And we're going to fold that point down and we're going to use these creases as a guide. And can you see where those creases meet down here? There's a point, and we're going to pop this point of the triangle to meet this point on that bottom line, just like that. And then you can crease along that piece just there, okay? So you can see, although it looks like a triangle, you've got this front piece just folded down. The next step for you to do is to take this side here, so take this point and fold it back just like we did before. Okay, so that point has now moved up to meet that top point. But we're not going to leave it there this time. What we're going to do is we're going to take this point and we're going to tuck it behind that piece we've just folded down. So can you see what we've just done? So if I do that again for you, we've taken that up to the top and then we've tucked it just behind that crease there, okay? And we're going to do that exactly the same with the other side. So we're going to fold that up so that that side point meets the top point there. And then we're going to tuck it inside there. Can you see how that's happening? So push that down into there and tuck it inside. So this is the basic shape of our bookmark. So if you turn it round like that, you can see the basic shape that we're using to make our mouse. Okay, so it doesn't look very much like a mouse at the moment, does it? We need to give him some little features, don't we? Okay, so this is where the other card comes in, or the other paper. So what you need to do is to find another bit of paper or card, and you need to cut out a few different shapes. So we've got two quite big circles, and I've actually cut them just into a little point at the bottom as well, because we're going to pop some glue just at the very bottom of these, and they're going to be our mouse's ears. Then I've got two smaller circles, and I've coloured these in pink because these are going to be the inside of the mouse's ears. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop those onto there, just like that. The next thing you're going to need are two little circles again, and we've just drawn two little black dots in the middle there. They're going to be our mouse's eyes. So hopefully our mouse will be able to spot all of that lost property that he's going to be collecting. You'll need a little red triangle. You can see I've just curved off the edges of that triangle, and this is going to be our mouse's nose. You'll also need a square, which is just smaller than the square of your bookmark that you've made. And I've coloured this in pink because this is actually going to make the inside of our mouse's mouth. And the last little shape you're going to need is this one. It looks like a pair of shorts, doesn't it? You can see it looks like it's got two little legs there. But these are going to be our mouse's little teeth, so he can have a little snack of a sandwich as he goes along. Hopefully he's not going to be eating the pages of your book. Okay, let's stick all of the elements of our mouse together. So what we need to do is we need to first of all stick these little pink circles just onto our mouse's ears like that. There we go. And that one onto there like that. There you go. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop a little bit of glue just onto there like that and stick that just behind his head like that. So he's going to be able to listen out for anything that's happening in the train station, just like Maurice does. Oh, make sure that that's stuck on there nicely. There we go. Now, I always think at this point it looks a little bit like a frog. So you could, if you've got a story that has a frog in it, you could make a little frog bookmark as well. So the next thing to do is just to pop a little bit of glue on the inside of our bookmark there. And we're going to slot the inside of his mouth into there. There we go. He's looking quite good now, isn't he? Okay, next it's eyes. So a little bit of glue just on the back of those eyes there. And you can stick that just on there. And this one, oh, there we go. That goes just on there like that. Oh look, he's coming to life now, isn't he? So the next thing to go on is the nose. We can put a little bit of glue onto the back of his nose, just like that, and pop that just on there. Then there's just one more piece to stick on. So we're going to pop a little bit of glue just onto the front bit, just onto the top. If this was a pair of shorts, it would be just where the belt is at the top. And we'll pop that just behind there, like that. And there you go. You've got your little mouse bookmark. And he is all ready to save your place in your book as you're reading. There we go. We'll pop him onto the corner of the station mouse. So he's keeping Maurice company there. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed making your little mouse bookmark, and hopefully you can make a whole group of mice there to keep your pages safe in your books. Remember, you can elaborate, so you can make these a lot more complicated if you're feeling particularly creative and arty. You could add some little whiskers, you could put little patterns on his face. He could be very, very beautiful. But don't worry, because we'll be back very, very soon with some more stories and crafts and lots of other fun activities for you to take part in. But until then, have fun, keep reading and stay safe. And we'll see you soon. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.